बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम, अस्सलाम वालेकुम। खेलों की खबरों पर तबसरों और तजियों सजेस्ट स्कोर के एक और प्रोग्राम के साथ सैयद याह्या हुसैनी आपकी खिदमत में हाजिर है। और आज के इस प्रोग्राम में हमारे साथ मौजूद हैं पाकिस्तान रेड बॉल टीम के कोच जेसन गिलेस्पी। जेसन, थैंक यू वेरी मच। जेसन गिलेस्पी ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए 1995 से 2006 तक 71 टेस्ट मैच, 97 वनडे इंटरनेशनल और एक T20 इंटरनेशनल खेले और ऑस्ट्रेलिया के लिए बैनुल अक़वामी क्रिकेट में 302 विकटें जेसन गिलेस्पी ने हासिल की। जेसन, फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल थैंक यू वेरी मच कि आपने हमारे लिए वक्त निकाला। मैं आपसे पहला सवाल ये करना चाहूँगा कि पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड ने आपको रेड बॉल टीम की कोचिंग दी, तो ये आपका जो था वो फैसला था खालिसतन या पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड ने आपको ये ऑप्शन दिया?
Yeah, it's a good question. I know when I inquired about I heard that there were potential roles in Pakistan cricket, and sort of just got some information what that could look like. I think for me personally, in my situation with my family, being on the road 12 months of the year probably wasn't viable. So when I found out that Pakistan Cricket Board were talking about maybe having split roles, that really got me interested, and certainly the interest in being involved with Test cricket was something that really got me thinking, and so I ended up just handing my resume in, putting my name in the hat, so to speak, and fortunately I got to have a chat and a discussion about what the role could look like, and then in the end I got asked if I'd like to do the job, and in the end it was a pretty simple decision. I was still employed in South Australia and with the Adelaide Strikers, but I just thought this was too good an opportunity to pass up, to be involved in international cricket with a test playing nation like Pakistan, with such history and pride and passion. That really got me excited as a coach, and I feel I can help the team progress and improve.
जैसन पाकिस्तान टीम ICC T20 वर्ल्ड कप में अमेरिका और फिर उसके बाद भारत से जीत नहीं सकी, अगले मरहले में पहुंची नहीं, और यकीनन आप पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट की इन तमाम बातों से वाकिफ़ होंगे, तो इस वक्त आप पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट टीम को, पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट को किस तरह देख रहे हैं?
Okay, so the last, obviously a lot of people talk about the T20 World Cup, and look, that was a disappointment. There's no doubt about that. But I think it's a great opportunity for Gary, his coaching team, and the PCB to really go away and reflect and learn the lessons from that tournament. And it's an opportunity to start afresh, so to speak. So I think that's a really good opportunity for Pakistan cricket in the white ball space, and particularly in the T20s. As for the Test cricket, the last Test series that Pakistan played was against Australia, and I was obviously in Australia working at the time domestically, and so I got to see a bit of that Test series, and Pakistan were competitive in that. And speaking to a couple of the Australian players that played for South Australia, and Alex Carey and Travis Head, they were both very glowing in the praises of the Pakistan side. They said, look, yeah, while we won the series, yes, but it wasn't easy to win. It was a competitive series, and Pakistan have got a lot of very good players, and they played some good cricket as a team. Yes, there's areas to improve. There's no doubt about that. I think all teams can find ways to get better. And
जैसन आप पाकिस्तान आए, नेशनल स्टेडियम कराची में आपने पाकिस्तान टीम के कंडीशनिंग कैंप में कुछ खिलाड़ियों से मुलाकात की, फिर आप लाहौर गए, चेयरमैन PCB सैयद मोहसिन रज़ा नकवी से आपकी मुलाकात हुई, मैनेजमेंट से आपकी मुलाकात हुई, कुछ बताना चाहेंगे इस बारे में?
Yeah, so look, I arrived in Pakistan a number of days ago, and have been having a few meetings, talking to the media, but I was fortunate enough to go down to the camp in Karachi and meet the players, and I was there for one session. But obviously being in Pakistan for only a few days before the Shaheens travelled to Australia, it's been a really good opportunity to meet everyone at the PCB, meet the chairman, and meet everyone that's involved with the PCB and the coaches. Mazrur, is looking after the Shaheens in the training camp. He's doing an unbelievable job, so I fully trust what he's doing and have faith in that. The players are in good shape. It was lovely to meet them in person and watch them train, and I'll be going to see them later today and start our, or be part of the squad to start preparing to travel on Saturday night. So very excited. We've had some good discussions. Obviously Gary's in town, Shan Masood's in town, the coaches, and met with the PCB, met with selectors, met with everyone at the PCB and the chairman. And we just had some good discussions, and it's just been open-ended and just really good conversations about what's happening right now, what are things we can put in place for the
जैसन जिस तरह आपने अपनी गुफ्तगू में तस्करा किया कि कुछ अर्से पहले पाकिस्तान ऑस्ट्रेलिया के साथ खेला, जिस टीम को पाकिस्तान की आपने ऑस्ट्रेलिया में खेलता देखा, अब उस टीम को आप कोच करेंगे तो आप उस टीम को बरकरार रखना चाहेंगे या आपको लगता है कि उस टीम में कोई बड़ी तब्दीलियां होनी चाहिए?
So you're talking about the test squad. Look, I think the test squad is solid. We've got a number of good quality players. The players that played in Australia, although it was disappointing to lose 3-0, there were some really good signs, and some players showed some really good signs. Look, obviously we've got the players have been training. There's the Shaheens trip, there's some Shaheens games, there's training camps, and the selectors will sit down and we'll look at our opposition, Bangladesh, in a bit more detail. We'll look at the conditions that we're going to encounter, and what we'll do, we'll pick what we believe is the best rounded squad to tackle Bangladesh. So we'll look at that a bit closer to the time, but at the moment we're just focused on players just working hard on their skills, working hard on their fitness, and building up to. We want everyone to make sure they're fit and robust and strong and available to be selected for Pakistan.
अगले 6 महीने में जैसन पाकिस्तान को 9 टेस्ट मैच खेलने हैं, बांग्लादेश से शुरुआत होगी, फिर वेस्ट इंडीज़ है, फिर इंग्लैंड है, फिर जनूबी अफ्रीका है, तो आपको कितना वक्त लगेगा पाकिस्तान टीम के नताइज के हवाले से जो लोग सोचते हैं कि पाकिस्तान टीम को जीतना चाहिए?
Look, I just think we just have to take each series as it comes. We'll do our research of our opposition. We'll prepare well as much as we can, both skill-wise and physically, to give ourselves the best chance, because it's a lot of cricket in a relatively short space of time, and there is one-day cricket and T20 cricket in amongst all those test matches. So it's a big period for Pakistan cricket in terms of volume of cricket. So the onus is on us to make sure that we've got as many fit and firing players as possible. So we need to manage them as best we can. We want all our players fit and strong to represent Pakistan, because that's the pinnacle. The pinnacle of playing cricket is representing your country, and we want everyone to be fit and firing and ready to do that. And it's going to take a concerted effort, a collaborative team effort from everyone, staff and players, to allow that to happen. And I'm confident if we've got the depth in players, and our continue to grow that depth so that Pakistan cricket is strong not just in the short term but medium and long term.
अच्छा, ये जो आपने बात की है शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म की, तो आप शॉर्ट टर्म और लॉन्ग टर्म मंसूबे टेस्ट टीम के लिए क्या रखना चाहते हैं? आप पाकिस्तान की टेस्ट टीम को किस हिकमत अमली के साथ तैयार करना चाहते हैं? आप क्या ख्वाहिश रखते हैं आइंदा चंद सालों में आप पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट की टेस्ट टीम को कहाँ देखना चाहते हैं?
Yeah, so we want to be competitive straight away. We certainly don't, we want to win games of cricket. So each and every game of Test cricket we play, our intention is to win that game. So, but what's going to allow us to do that is making sure that we've got our processes in place, our systems in place. So our preparation is key. Our research of opposition is key. Making sure we select the right teams is key, the right personnel for the conditions against the opposition. And these may change slightly, depending on whether the surface is more favourable to fast bowling or more favourable to spin, or against our opposition. If they what a combination of batting and bowling is best suited to playing against Bangladesh compared to England, compared to South Africa, compared to West Indies. So, look, we will look at all those things and we'll make those decisions. But medium and longer term, we want systems in place so that we've got depth in Pakistan cricket in all facets, in batting, bowling. We want depth of players, fast bowling, spin bowling, so that long after if there's change and movement, there's different people involved. If the system is in place and the system is strong, that will help Pakistan cricket in the medium to long term.
शान मसूद पाकिस्तान टेस्ट टीम के कैप्टन हैं, यॉर्कशायर के लिए इंग्लिश काउंटी खेल रहे हैं। आप उनसे राब्ते में हैं, उनसे आपकी बात हुई है अपकमिंग टेस्ट सीरीज़ के हवाले से, किस हिकमत अमली के साथ, किस स्क्वाड के साथ आप जा रहे हैं?
Yes, I have. I've had some conversations with Shan. He's obviously playing county cricket for Yorkshire in the county championship as captain there. So continuing his leadership journey, which is fantastic at a very good county I know very well, having been there. So he's doing a fine job there. I thought he did a very good job in Australia, taking that job on. So obviously Shan's been captain at Yorkshire and he's done a fine job. So I thought he did a very good job in Australia, new to the role, and look, he's very excited about the captaincy of Pakistan, and he's got some really good ideas. We've had some really good discussions over the phone about ways that we can improve the team and improve Pakistan cricket. So I'm really looking forward to working with him. He's a very impressive man, and he's a very fine player. So really excited about the relationship we'll develop as captain and coach.
टारगेट गोल क्या होंगे आपके टेस्ट सीरीज़ एंड आईसीसी टेस्ट चैम्पियनशिप के लिए? मखसूस खिलाड़ियों और टीम के लिए आपने क्या अहदाफ मुकर्रर करने हैं आइंदा आने वाले दिनों में, जब आप इस टीम के साथ मुंसलिक होंगे, एक्शन में होंगे, काम करेंगे?
Yeah, so obviously the World Test Championship is an ultimate goal. It's certainly going to be a challenge to compete for that in this cycle, and that's okay. But the short-term focus, I suppose, is the first test against Bangladesh, and really, I'm not looking too far ahead. I think if you look too far ahead, sometimes you can forget what's right in front of you. So, if we look to play, prepare well, and play the best possible cricket we can play against Bangladesh, that will, if we do well, that will give the squad, the team, a real boost, and we'll feel that we're on the right track.
जैसा आप क्या समझते हैं, टेस्ट क्रिकेट के लिए मखसूस टेम्परामेंट वाले खिलाड़ी होने चाहिए, या आपको लगता है कि टेस्ट, वनडे और T20 क्रिकेट एक ही खिलाड़ी जो है वो तीनों फॉर्मेट में खेलते रहने चाहिए? पाकिस्तान में तो इसी फार्मूले को पिछले चंद सालों में अमल दरामद होते हुए हमने देखा है.
Having separate teams for all three formats, it seems to be the way that the game's gone. I think teams have gone through phases over the last 20 years. We've always seen test specialists or limited overs specialists. More and more, I think, in the modern game, we're seeing T20 specialists. I think it is a challenge for an international player that's playing all formats and playing franchise cricket to play each and every game in the calendar. I think that's unrealistic. I think it's unrealistic for us to expect that all format players in Pakistan can play each and every game for Pakistan. Every game that's in the calendar, I think it's unrealistic to expect them to be at 100% for each and every game. So I think it's really important for us to make sure that we're looking after our players as best we can and supporting them as much as we can, because we want them, when they walk out on that field for Pakistan, we want them to be able to give 100%. And if we are overburdening them by playing them too much in all formats, then we're not doing our jobs properly.
जैसन वर्ल्ड कप के टबैकल के बाद पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड ने अब 3 चीज़ों पर फोकस किया है कि डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट के परफॉर्मर को रिस्पेक्ट देंगे, डिसिप्लिन पर कॉम्प्रोमाइज़ नहीं करेंगे और फिटनेस के ऊपर काम करेंगे. तो आपने पाकिस्तान क्रिकेट बोर्ड से कोई लिस्ट मांगी है कि जो डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट के परफॉर्मर हैं उनको मौका देना है, क्योंकि बांग्लादेश की सीरीज़ एक आसान सीरीज़ हम कह सकते हैं, उसके बाद हमने इंग्लैंड के साथ 3 टेस्ट मैच होम ग्राउंड पर खेलना है, साउथ अफ्रीका से खेलना है, तो आप इस सीरीज़ में कुछ नए खिलाड़ियों के साथ जाना पसंद करेंगे? आपको लगता है कि आप ट्राई एंड टेस्टेड खिलाड़ियों के साथ ही जाएंगे?
So the Bangladesh Test series is, really excited for that. Obviously the first series that I'm going to be involved with, first Test series with Pakistan. So really excited about that. I think we'll look at the conditions, we'll look at the opposition, and we'll make decisions on what we think is going to be the best combination to win that Test match, we'll give ourselves the best chance to win that Test match. And we'll do our research, we'll strategise, we'll plan well. At the moment, I'm not sure which way we'll go because we haven't, as a selection committee, discussed specifically what that team looks like. We've got an idea of an extended group of players that will come into the frame for those Test matches, but those decisions haven't been finalised as yet.
जैसन जिस तरह आपने कहा कि आपने पाकिस्तान टीम को ऑस्ट्रेलिया में खेलता हुआ देखा और पाकिस्तान टीम ने बेहतर क्रिकेट खेली ऑस्ट्रेलिया में, एज ए टेस्ट क्रिकेटर, एज ए ऑस्ट्रेलियन, आप पाकिस्तान टीम की ऑस्ट्रेलिया में टेस्ट सीरीज़ में नाकामी की वजह क्या समझते हैं?
So first of all, winning Test series in Australia is pretty hard work. Not a lot of teams have done it in the last 30 years. It is a challenge. Teams have done it, yes, but it is not easy. And I know Pakistan haven't had the success that they'd like in Australia. I think the Test series in Australia recently, while it was 3-0 loss, there were moments. Particularly I thought the Melbourne Test. I thought Pakistan played quite well. There were just some moments that they missed, and this is something that I want to tap into: is how can we as a team problem solve out in the middle, rather than wait until the end of a game and say, oh, maybe we should have done this differently or should have done that differently. I'm going to challenge the players. Can we find a way to fix the problem while the game's going, while we're in the middle? So I call it problem solving. Let's find solutions. And I think, as I said, the complement the skills. If we can make sure we're as skillful as we can, we're as fit as we can, we're as disciplined as we can, and we strive to play as consistently as we can, then we add in, when things aren't going our way, we can find a solution to any problem that arises, or when we're on top, we can find a way to stay on top. Then I think that's a way for us as a team to progress, and I think it's not far away. Very, very good team, Pakistan. Just little bits of improvement in a number of different areas, and then I think we'll play some very, very good cricket.
Thank you very much, Jason.
No, pleasure. No worries. Thank you very much.
पाकिस्तान रेड बॉल टीम के कोच जेसन गिलेस्पी की गुफ्तगू आपने सुनी और कहते हैं कि बड़ी मोहब्बत करने वाले लोग हैं पाकिस्तान के, और इनके लिए बड़े एजाज़ की बात है कि पाकिस्तान टीम की कोचिंग कर रहे हैं। पाकिस्तान टीम को कहते हैं कि फाइन ट्यूनिंग की ज़रूरत है और ये टीम बेहतर अंदाज में अच्छे नताइज आने वाले दिनों में मुरतब कर सकती है। तो पाकिस्तान रेड बॉल टीम के कोच की गुफ्तगू आपने सुनी। यही आज का हमारा प्रोग्राम था। एक्स अकाउंट पर आप हमें फॉलो कर सकते हैं, हमें ईमेल कर सकते हैं, अपनी राय से आगाह कर सकते हैं। score@geo.tv पर इस दुआ, इस उम्मीद, इस तवक्को के साथ कि पाकिस्तान में खेलों खिलाड़ी तरक्की करते हैं। सैयद याह्या हुसैनी को स्कोर की पूरी टीम के साथ पाकिस्तान रेड बॉल टीम के कोच जेसन गिलेस्पी की हमरा इजाज़त दीजिए। अल्लाह हाफ़िज़।